Good morning. My name is Dr. Darcy Boltema, faculty member from the School of Fine Arts. Please join me in the singing of the National Anthem in the spirit of national unity. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets roared the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome, graduates, family and friends, the university community, and distinguished guests. I'm Schwann Blackburn, and I serve as the Dean of Students. Commencements are special occasions in our lives. They represent the conclusion of an extended period of learning, growth, sacrifice, and commitment, and simultaneously the beginning of something new. For later this morning, you will begin a new journey in your life. Commencements provide us an opportunity to bask, perhaps only briefly, on what we have accomplished. They provide us an opportunity to express our gratitude for those in our lives who have been instrumental in this accomplishment. They provide us a ceremonial expression of joy, and equally important, they provide an opportunity for reflection. So today, as we prepare to walk across the stage or to congratulate our graduates, let us spend a moment in reflection for all that has been accomplished, all who have supported us, and all the lessons learned. Please join me in this time of silent reflection. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce my colleague and your provost, Dr. Mike Wanis.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to make several introductions and recognitions, beginning with introducing our stage party. The 18th President of Northern State University, Dr. Neil Schnorr. Representing the South Dakota Board of Regents, the Honorable Dr. Joan Wink. Vice President for Finance and Administration, Mrs. Veronica Paulson. Vice President for Enrollment, Communications, and Marketing, Mr. Justin Frazee. Vice President for Technology and Chief Information Officer, Dr. Debbie Bumpus. Dean of Students, Mr. Schwann Blackburn. President and CEO of the NSU Foundation, Mr. Zach Flackus. Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Alyssa Kiesau. Dean of the College of Professional Studies, Dr. Douglas Omer. Dean of the School of Fine Arts, Dr. Kenneth Bolton. The Registrar, Mrs. Peggy Hallstrom. Faculty Senate President, Dr. Marla Fogderud. Director of the Honors Program, Dr. Christy Bockerny. Director of Online and Continuing Education, Mr. Ronald Brownie. President of Student Government Association, Mr. Jacob Swanson. Dr. Art Marmerstein, Senior Faculty Member and Mace Bearer. Thank you for your leadership. To all the faculty with us today, we salute you. You represent an outstanding collection of professionals who give so much to our campus as teachers, mentors, friends, and advisors. Please stand and allow us to convey our gratitude and respect for all of your teaching, mentoring, and coaching of today's graduates. To all the staff with us today, we thank you. You exemplify the Northern way by treating our students, families, guests, fans, and prospective students with the best possible experience. You bring friendliness, campus cleanliness, courtesy, and the highest level of professionalism found in higher education. Please stand and allow us to convey our gratitude for all that you do for our campus. To honor our graduating students from around the globe, we have placed flags of their home countries on the stage. You will see other recognitions throughout the auditorium. An eagle feather or plume adorns the hats of our Native American students. Our international students have sashes representing their home countries, as well as their home country flag on display. Today, Hong Kong, Thailand, Trinidad, and Tobago. Our active military and military veterans are wearing special cords donated by the American Legion, and student athletes who participated in intercollegiate athletics while pursuing their degree also wearing stoles. It is also my pleasure to recognize today the students who are graduating with academic honors. These students are identified in the program and are wearing a special medallion. The individuals with the highest GPA for each college or school are Sarah Schaefer in the College of Arts and Sciences, Katie McManus, School of Business, Madison Norris, Millicent Atkins, School of Education, and Corey Kerwin, School of Fine Arts. Students graduating in honor of us this morning are Jillian Rhoda, Sarah Schaefer, and Molly Walter. Their theses, advisors, and readers are listed in the program. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. Finally, I would also like to recognize the 2021 NSU Outstanding Early Career Faculty Award recipient, Dr. Anna Schwann. Now, please welcome to the podium President Neil Schnorr.
Thank you, Dr. Wanis. It is my privilege to serve as president and to share congratulations, graduates, on behalf of our faculty, staff, and administration, as well as alumni, friends, and donors from our community and indeed around the world. Graduates, we are so proud of you. You have demonstrated high achievement in the classroom and scholarly projects, through performances in the arts and athletics, and through leadership and service to our campus and community. I do hope that you will take some time today to enjoy your many accomplishments. We know you will be leaders in your professions and communities, and we look forward to all that you will accomplish. Your degree signifies many things. The one most recognized is that your program of studies and activities have prepared you well for the next stage of your professional path, as well as providing a strong foundation for lifelong learning. But today I'm just going to take a few moments. I'd like you to reflect on a broader and stronger foundation that you have built on your journey to graduation. Just take a few moments to reflect on perceived successes and failures and how you chose to respond to them. Times when you experienced confidence or doubt in your abilities. Times when focus and discipline came easily, and sometimes it seemed impossible. Think about topics or interactions that either confirmed or challenged your viewpoints or approaches to solving problems. Recall times when others mentored and supported you, and when you provided the same to others. Your journey, like all of ours, presented countless opportunities and challenges. Many look at their responses in each of these situations as positive or negative. However, between those two binary, we're in a world where we're making binary choices. Between those two descriptions lies the broad expanse of human experience and interaction. What I know today, and hope each of you will remember in the future, is that each of you demonstrated the resilience to navigate a period of intense experience, opportunity, challenge, change, and growth. Throughout your life, you can draw upon the memory of this day as a reminder of your resilience. I'm sure you're familiar with the saying, "This too shall pass." And generally, we hear that phrase in times of challenge, but today I want to remind you that it's equally applicable in times of success. These things too shall pass. Throughout your life, you will experience both successes and failures. And in fact, if you haven't already discovered, most days, all of us experience ups and downs simultaneously in both our professional and personal lives. Again, it's not binary. In both instances, try to meet each day. I challenge all of us here today. Meet each day with openness to what life puts in front of you, both opportunities to serve and contribute as well as for your own personal growth. Try to avoid classifying everything as good or bad, and recall, either way, these things too shall pass. With this in mind, I hope you will reflect back on this day throughout your life. Today you celebrate a milestone that demonstrates your ability to manage challenges, opportunities, and with resilience. Also remember that we are at our very best when we are equally comfortable supporting others and asking for their support when needed. To close, take a moment today to also reflect on all the individuals who have contributed so much to your education. Spouses, family members, friends, faculty, staff who have supported you on your journey. Their mentorship, support, and love have played a vital role on your journey and in making this day possible. Graduates and all present, please join me in thanking all of these wonderful people. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Honorable Regent Joan Wink, who will bring greetings to the graduates. Regent Wink was appointed to the Board of Regents April 2017. She is a professor emerita of California State University, Stanislaus. In addition, Regent Wink has been an adjunct professor at Black Hills State, South Dakota State University, and the College of New Jersey in Mallorca, Spain. Throughout her career, she has focused on languages, literacy, and learning in pluralistic contexts. Dr. Wink completed her PhD in curriculum and instruction at Texas A&M, earned 2 master's degrees from the University of Arizona in Spanish and Education Foundations and Bilingual Studies, and a Spanish and English undergraduate. I was thrilled to read this, to learn this about Regent Wink. Undergraduate degree from Yankton College in South Dakota. During her experiences in K-12 public education, Regent Wink taught Spanish, English, reading, language arts in junior and senior high schools in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Texas, and California. She directed federal grants and was the bilingual ESL Migrant Education Coordinator in California. And Regent Wink, it is truly an honor, welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Good morning, everyone. President Schnorr, thank you for that very generous introduction. It made me think that maybe I've had that broad expanse of human experience that you mentioned earlier. Anyway, President Schnorr, honorable guests, faculty, staff, students, and graduating seniors, I am delighted to greet you on behalf of the Board of Regents. But before I share a little bit, I want to acknowledge Jim Thayers of Aberdeen, who is a great colleague on the board, and I love working with him. And of course, I want to acknowledge the years of service of Harvey Jewett, for all he gave to our state. Thank you to both of them. Okay, graduates. Normally I begin with remarks by saying, congratulations, graduates. But this time, I really want to say a very heartfelt thank you, and thank you, and thank you for playing by the COVID rules last year, which allowed us to keep NSU open. During the COVID crisis, universities throughout the United States were closing, but not NSU. Graduates, your cooperation with those very annoying rules made that all possible, and we greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And I don't know the future. I'm in my 4th year, almost 5th on the board, and this year I have been assigned as a liaison to you. And I actually could not ask for a better assignment. I know you don't know me, but I know you. And this is a magical place, and I knew it when it wasn't magic, too. And I love coming to the new Northern, which is how I think of you. You see, I graduated from Mobridge High School, and I have friends who came here throughout the years, so I've always felt like I knew Northern. I now notice that the new Northern is certainly more beautiful, and you have this dynamic, interactive culture. And I got to tell you, faculty and students, I absolutely love your authentic approach to teaching and learning. It's one of the first things I noticed about you. And we were at a board meeting this week over at State, and I asked President Snort, tell me one thing about Northern. And he went right to the authentic teaching and learning. And we notice it, and I so appreciate what you do. Okay, President Snort, this next little story is for you, because I'm not sure you've been in South Dakota long enough to understand all of the lore of the prairies. Since I went to Mobridge High School, much of my life has been spent on our ranch south of Faith. Mobridge is right on the east side of the Missouri River, and our ranch is on the west side of the Missouri. And you're going to notice that those river kids like I, who grew up on the Missouri River, never ever know what time it is. It's true, Pierre is the worst. And my little iPhone doesn't know when I'm in Pierre or Mobridge. We're always an hour late or an hour early, just accept it. However, we Missouri River kids have deep understandings about the complex notion of East River and West River. And as you know, how those West River people are. And now, when I go home today, I'm going to start hearing, and you know how those East River people are. Now, all this East River and West River lore came to haunt me when I first met my husband at a dance on the first night of our undergraduate experience at Yankton College when it was a college. We were 18, we didn't know each other, and he asked me to dance. I vividly recall our first nervous conversation. I foolishly asked him where he was from, and he told me he was from a farm in Iowa. And since I was from a ranch in South Dakota, I knew there was nothing worse than a farmer from Iowa. And then this was followed by our delicate conversation about which church. That didn't go well either. Which political party. That didn't go well. But no way, and I really remember this, no way was I going to ask him if his dad was a member of the Farm Bureau or the Farmers Union, because I didn't want to know. And incidentally, we didn't match on anything. And that was well beyond 50 years ago. Now, families, I want to give a special shout out to you. You made it, and we honor your sacrifices. Your babies will soon be leaving you, really leaving you, and we know that you hate it, and you love it. Now, if your experiences are anything like ours, those first few years post-graduation Our kids reminded us a bit of boomerangs because they went out and then they came back, and then they went out and then they came back. And I notice this same pattern is being repeated by our grandkids who keep coming and going to the ranch. So parents, do not buy new furniture yet. And I promise you, families, they're going to continue to leave their pets with you. It's true. In conclusion, I wish graduates, for each of you, a life's journey on a bright and shiny superhighway, even though I can promise you there are going to be potholes. And I assure you the road will have bumps, twists and turns, and even those annoying detours. And we of my generation, I apologize, has carelessly left a few problems strewn along that highway that you have to fix. And I'm telling you, I have every confidence that you can do it. I wish you the absolute very best. Northern has prepared you. And if there's one thing I've learned on my long journey of life, it is this: human connections are at the heart of everything we do. Thank you.
One of my great privileges as serving as Dean of Students is working closely with our Student Government Association. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Northern Student Government Association President, Jacob D. Swanson.
How sweet of him. As I was kind of trying to think of what to say, there's one thing that kept coming to my mind. It's a quote from my favorite author, and C.S. Lewis actually wrote it in a letter to his friend. He said, "There are far, far better things ahead than anything we leave behind." Now this quote, I'm going to take it out of context a little. It was written in a religious context, and I'd like to think of it as more than that. It can apply to tomorrow, it can apply to a year down the road, or even 20 years. Because no matter what context C.S. Lewis wrote it in, it can be used to talk about what's next. Your time at college is over. You may move on to a master's degree or a doctorate or straight into a career. No matter where your path takes you, it is important to remember that this day will not be your peak in life. Northern has set us up for success. This university has helped mold us, it has made us think, and it has challenged us to become better people. This place has given us all incredible memories that we will hold on to for the rest of our lives. A lot of those memories I share with many of you in the audience. That's our past. We can always keep these things with us, but there are far, far better things ahead. On behalf of Vice President Converse and myself, congratulations, graduates. We look forward to seeing what the future has in store for each and every one of you. And in closing, go Wolves.
Before I introduce our speaker this morning, I'd like to have a special round of applause for our wonderful music faculty listed in your program who've provided such wonderful music for us today. And now, indeed, it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Christy Bockerny. Dr. Bockerny has been an NSU faculty member since 2015, currently serves as Associate Professor of Management and Marketing in the College of Professional Studies, the School of Business. Dr. Bockerny received the NSU Foundation Faculty Excellence Award for 2021. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bockerny.
Thank you, Dr. Schnorr, for the warm welcome. Thank you, students, families, faculty, staff, and administration for being here today. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be with you as you celebrate this milestone in your life. Every one of you has a unique story on how you got to this day. I, too, have a Northern State University graduation day. For those of you who don't know, I received my undergraduate degree from Northern.
I have sat in your seat, literally in this room for my undergraduate graduation on December 19th, 1998. I will pause a moment to give you a chance to do the math. Yes, I am that old. I can honestly tell you that 1998 does not seem that long ago. I remember the weather was very cold that day, but I was filled with nervous excitement. Actually, now that I think about it, I am not the only one here today that was in attendance in 1998. For instance, Dr. Rick Diaz, the 1997-1998 outstanding faculty member, provided the commencement address that day. Dr. William Wieland played the processional and recessional. Dr. Diaz, Dr. Wieland, and any other faculty and staff member who was also here in 1998, please stand to be recognized for your long-term dedication and commitment to NSU. I do notice a couple of you did not stand. Yes, I see you, Mr. Peterson. Little did I know on my graduation day that my journey would bring me back to NSU, not as a student, but as a faculty member. As I started planning for this commencement address, I wondered what I could share with you, college graduates, and now my fellow NSU alums. After some reflection, I have come up with 3 items that I think you should know. These 3 pieces of advice are not new concepts, but they are solid ideas that I believe you should take with you. First, be open to new opportunities. When I graduated from NSU with a degree in finance and business education, a master's degree was not on my radar at all, let alone a PhD. I was a first-generation college student, and graduating from college was a huge accomplishment for me. I also remember after I earned my master's degree that I was fairly confident that I would not be pursuing any more education. But life had other plans for me, and new opportunities were visible. New opportunities can push us out of our comfort zone, and that is okay. And as a side note, graduates, I am not in my comfort zone right now. But together, we will get through this. Life is really what you make of it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." Keep your eyes open to new opportunities, take control of your choices, and be who you want to be. My second piece of advice for you is to remember that you are gifted with many amazing qualities. One thing I know for sure is NSU students can compete with anyone, anywhere. I have been blessed with various opportunities to advise different academic student groups, including PBL, a SHRM competition team, and now the honors program here at NSU. And all these groups have competed nationally. Our students have the ability to go head-to-head and win. This carries over to our graduates. You need to remember that you earned your degree, your education. As a wise Christopher Robin once told Winnie the Pooh, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Take this to heart. I would be willing to bet that most, if not all of you graduates, are capable of more than what you give yourself credit. Always believe in yourself. The last piece of advice I want to share with you is that you are not on this journey of life by yourself. As of today, you are joining NSU alums all over the world. You are gaining a new pack of wolves who are there to support you. You have also made connections here at NSU that can last a lifetime. Friends, classmates, and even acquaintances are resources for you. I also know for a fact there are faculty and staff here today that will forever be in your corner cheering you on. We will always be here for you to celebrate your successes and to help when you need advice or just someone to talk with. So in closing, Please keep these 3 bits of knowledge with you and take them with you as you leave. Keep your eyes and ears open to new opportunities. You never know what's around the corner. Second, you are smart and you are capable. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Third, you are not on this journey of life alone. Find your champions, reach out when you need to, say thank you, and return the favor. And one more thing, don't ever forget, once a wolf, always a wolf. Thank you and congratulations.
Dr. Bockerny, on behalf of this assembly, I thank you for sharing your insights and inspiration with us today. We are grateful for the model you present to our university community, to Aberdeen, and to the state of South Dakota. I did get a little nervous when you asked them to stand up, and they were very sprightly, and I didn't hear any joints creaking or anything. It was a big moment. That was great. Got a little nervous there. Now, graduates, it's time for the big moment. Regent Wink, I respectfully request your authorization to confer degrees on our candidates.
Thank you, President Schnorr. And now on behalf of the Board of Regents, by the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of South Dakota, I hereby delegate President Neil Schnorr the right to confer degrees, diplomas, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, contingent upon the completion of all assignments.
Once a college professor, always a college professor. Thank you, Regent Wink. Would all graduates please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the South Dakota Board of Regents and upon the recommendation of the faculty and their respective deans, I confer upon each of you, upon certification of the completion of your studies, the appropriate degree: Master of Music Education, Master of Science in Education, Bachelor of Arts in Honoribus, Bachelor of Science in Honoribus, Bachelor of Science in Education in Honoribus, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of General Studies, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Science in Education, Associate of Arts or Associate of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, at this time, to signify the successful completion of your degree, please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. Congratulations.
Candidates will be presented by the respective dean or director. Recipients for all degrees will be announced by Mrs. Peggy Hallstrom, the registrar. Mr. President, I'd like to introduce Dr. Douglas Omer, Dean of the College of Professional Studies. Dr. Foberg, Director of Graduate Studies, is unable to be with us today due to a family commitment.
Good morning. On behalf of Dr. Foberg, she has asked me to extend her congratulations upon your graduation, as she is celebrating the graduation of her own daughter today. President Schnorr, on behalf of the graduate faculty, I proudly present the candidates for master's degrees in music education, accounting analytics, and education. Assisting with the hooding ceremony will be the committee chair for each candidate. A committee chair guides each graduate candidate through the program of study, acting as both a mentor and a colleague.
Alex L. Peterson, hooded by Dr. Sarah Schmidt. Ashley Nicole Armstrong, hooded by Dr. Anna Schwann. Curtis L. Littow. Vance William Barnes, hooded by Dr. Chelsea Short. Keith Esong Tombe.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce Dr. Alyssa Kiesau, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, President Schnorr, and thank you, Provost Wanis. President Schnorr, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences, I proudly present our candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees in science and mathematics, languages, literature, and communication studies, history and social sciences, and general studies.
Roger A. Frank II, magna cum laude. Alexis Renee Lieneman, magna cum laude. Olivia Marie O'Hara. Zachary Ryan Bonenkamp, magna cum laude. Andrea Marie Cherney. Kelsey Lynn Fleece. Mitchell Evan Scherer. Thomas Allen Undlin. Nu Win. Sarah Ann Schaefer, summa cum laude. Molly Walter, magna cum laude. Lindsay Ann Landenberger. Kenneth Gary Teeger, high honor.
Mr. President, I would like to introduce Dr. Douglas Omer, Dean of the College of Professional Studies, which includes the School of Business and the Millicent Atkins School of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Wanis. President Schnorr, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Professional Studies, I proudly present our candidates for the 10 baccalaureate and associate degree programs in the School of Business and the candidates for the 6 baccalaureate programs in the Millicent Atkins School of Education.
Alexis Nicole Basil, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Bogue Seaman. Jack Stanley Braun, magna cum laude. Seth Allen Braun, cum laude. Sik Chung. Bronson Alexander Heyer. Adam Ryan Heining. Donald Paul Jurek. Zachary Martin Moss, magna cum laude. Katie Marie McManus, summa cum laude. Leonel Laman Morningstar, magna cum laude. Dylan Hunter Northrup, cum laude. Chance Merle Olson, magna cum laude. Hudson Hayden Pierman. Caden Christopher Peterson, cum laude. Victoria V. Skinner. Addison Sparling, cum laude. Jacob James Streit, magna cum laude. Isabel May Stroop, magna cum laude. Carly Marie Stubbe. Kanawani Valencia Feliciano. From the Millicent Atkins School of Education, Jillian Lee Rhoda, magna cum laude. Madeline Jo Anderson Palmer. Abby Marie Brist. Hunter Hal Hansen. Kelsey Marie Lynn Kuo. Michaela Ray Pulfrey, summa cum laude. Manasseh Sebastian Jean Vincent. Erin Hannah Berry, cum laude. Morgan Tage Erickson, summa cum laude. Carly Danielle Karst, cum laude. Alexis Christine Malamanik. Dustin Virgil David Norris, magna cum laude. Madison Brooke Norris, summa cum laude. Anna Delia Retcher. Nathan Schaefer. Emma Rain Tervier, magna cum laude. Kennedy Thompson. Audrey Rose Warner.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce Dr. Kenneth Bolton, Dean of the School of Fine Arts.
President Schnorr, on behalf of the faculty in the School of Fine Arts, I proudly present our candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in music, art, music education, and theater.
Corey Casey Kerwin, summa cum laude. Sasha Anne Marie Andrews. Madeline Joan Brandner, cum laude. Angela Ellen Schleich, cum laude. Rosemary Vega. Dylan David Duval, magna cum laude. McKinley Ray Ann Hoselton, magna cum laude.
Let's give another round of applause to all of our graduates, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our commencement ceremony. On behalf of Northern State University's administration, faculty, staff, and students, we wish you a happy and healthy holiday season and safe travels. I hereby declare the commencement ceremony of Northern State University officially closed. Please rise for the singing of our alma mater and find the words on the last page of the program.